Number 17, PJ Tucker. At forward, 6'8", number 12, the Fire Pepe. At guard, 6'3", Tyrese Maxey. At the point, 6'5", number 1, James Harden. At center, 7 foot, number 21, Joel Embiid.
Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Hey, Brian. This Sixers team is all in. Doc Rivers saying, quote, "We talked about it. We can do a lot of winning, or we can try to be the winner. And being a winner is hard. That's what we want to become. We want the opportunity to be the winner." Brian, there's a difference. Back to you.
Looking to be the last team standing, Allie. Thank you. And as teams are grinding through their schedules, let's see how it's going out east. Taking a look at Boston, they are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. And, of course, the 76ers behind 4.5 games.
Well, for the Celtics, there is a lot of talent on this team, and they've delivered. They're having a great season, and it's only left their fans wanting more.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Smart and White make up the backcourt. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum, they're the forwards. And it's Horford in at the center position. And for the 76ers, up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. James Harden out there with Maxey. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Well, that's an example of the strength of Marcus Smart. He barrels into the defense in order to pick up the foul.
No good on the free throw.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
And he's good on the second. The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, B.A., and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
A fun-loving player on and off the court, Embiid continues to get better. One of the league's top big men.
Joel Embiid taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And Embiid drops them both.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Now here's Smart. His last outing, he had 18 points. Here's White. Embiid with a nice defensive effort. Pass to Harden. For 3, Maxey gets the 3 ball to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside, Brown. Tatum, a screen on Harris. Here's Brown. Soft touch off the glass.
You see Jaylen Brown, he has the kind of verticality, athleticism necessary to make tough shots inside.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Now here's Harden. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. White with the steal. Inside. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by White.
Well, Tatum is a three-level scorer, able to get to that jumper when it's available, this time working the interior. When you analyze the skill set of a guy like Derek White, here's a combo guard who can fill so many gaps and do so many things well. What I love most is how hard he plays on both ends of the floor.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Smart. And here's Brown. Horford, a screen on Tucker. Brown passes to Horford. Oh, get that out of here!
A menace on the defensive end. Embiid's reach disrupts your offense.
Here's Harden, defended by Smart. Back to Harris. Screen by Embiid. Harris with the drive. Denied by Tatum. White against Maxey. There's Tatum with the three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And the versatility White provides for this team is so important to us.
It is, B.A. He fills gaps. He can score it, board it, pass it, and he can defend with purpose. A guard that can help orchestrate the offense or, if need be, get off the ball. These multi-positional guards are critical to success.
Now here's Brown. Impressive scoring stats with around 27 points a game. Brown against Tucker. Left side, Harden. To the middle. Looking to end the drought. The Sixers with another miss. And the Celtics in possession here. Down low. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
That will help your assist numbers if you're Derek White. You can't miss that guy.
And the 76ers call time here.
Here comes your Philadelphia 76ers TNT, everybody.
Some changes here for the 76ers. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Tucker, and it's Melton in for Maxey. Williams is checked in for Boston. Brogdon comes in for White. The Sixers trailing. Now Harden. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Harris' shot is good.
Well, if you're that wide open, I can promise you James Harden will find you.
Now here's Tatum. Ooh, Harrell with the denial. There's a minute 40 left in the opening quarter. Melton passes to Embiid. Back to Melton. Just 5 to shoot over Brogdon. And that one hits the back iron. The Celtics have gone 3 of 8 so far. Pass to Smart. Back to Tatum. Williams, a screen on Melton. Tatum passes to Williams. And Embiid with the block. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Pritchard's checked in for Boston. Here's Tatum. Oh, denied by Harrell.
Montrezl Harrell's ability to block shots is all about his footwork and timing. That was nice.
From deep, Melton. Hauled in by Brown.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
They get it back. And it's Tatum missing.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Melton misses. The Celtics shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. Tatum passes to Brogdon. Now Brown. Williams, a screen on Harris. Brogdon from outside. Williams. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And here's Harden. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Embiid. And another miss by Philadelphia.
The fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Celtics. They lead by 2. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or 2 on your team to be successful.
Up front, it's Tucker at the 4 next to Embiid in the middle. Maxey out there with James Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter.
James Harden. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
I'll tell you what, a lot can be said about the contract Harden took to stay in Philly. He took less than what he commanded to help the team sign depth and rotation players. A very big gesture from Harden, showing just how much he wants to win in Philly.
Smart's checked in for Boston. Harden hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Brogdon, the pass to Smart. Outside Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to drop. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
So it's Boston now, following the score by Philadelphia. He can't get it to go. Hey, Tucker with the defensive effort. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. With the second effort, Maxey with it. Outside Tucker. Screen by Embiid. And here's Harris outside. Boston with a rebound. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And that was not an easy win. They weren't at their best, but they put it all together at the right time.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Embiid is screen on Smart. Here's Harris. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. James Harden, with plenty of confidence, said not to brag or anything, but I'm really good at this game. I'm unselfish. I play the right way. I don't try to do anything I can't do or that doesn't benefit our team. And that mindset keeps me in a good place. Yeah?
Very self-assured, Allie. Thank you. Milton's checked in for Philadelphia. And the Celtics also making a change. White, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. White. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Outside Harden. For 3, Maxey. The Sixers with another miss.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
White on the wing. Pass to Smart. Over Milton. Boston, no good that time either. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Embiid passes to Harden. Here's Maxey. Screen by Embiid. That would have put him up.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Griffin. Over Maxey. Misses off the right iron.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Tries the 9-footer. A nice shot by Milton. And the 76ers lead by 2.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Embiid with a steal. Pass to Maxey. Fires from deep. Boston with a rebound. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Brown. White on the wing. Now here's Smart. There's Tatum with the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Tatum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
There was some question coming out of college. Could Jason Tatum hit the 3 consistently? He has put that to rest.
Here's Harden. And no good. Smart with the defensive effort. Pass to Tatum. Hey, Tucker with the defensive effort.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
He was all alone on that one. Tucker's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Lets it fly. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second.
I just love the activity, a fireball of energy. Tucker earning himself a trip to the stripe.
Second team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, P.J. Tucker. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
No, make no mistake, guys. One of the more effective second-round picks we have in the NBA. Tucker provides a steady diet of production.
And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Stolen by Milton. Pass to House. Three-pointer, Harden. And another miss by Philadelphia. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Sixers ahead. They're up by 4. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Joel, how do you evaluate your performance so far?
I think defensively I'm doing pretty good. Offensively, I still got to work on a lot of stuff. But it's going well. I just got to calm down, slow down, let the game come to me, and we'll be all good.
With patience, it'll be all good. Thanks, Joel.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Welcome, folks. The Philadelphia 76ers going head-to-head in what's been a neck-and-neck battle through 2 quarters. So, big fella, tell me, what's the key to grabbing the win in a tight game like this one?
Easy, Ernie. You got to overpower your opponent and hold nothing back. Some folks will say this is do or die time, but I call this something different.
What, barbecue chicken or die time?
Ding, ding, Kenny Smith, you win $1 million.
And a look back now at the first half, as the Sixers have a tight game on their hands.
Man, their fans are loving this one. As a player, man, you can feed off that positive crowd. It can help you build momentum, you know. It just gets your blood flowing, and it's right tonight.
We'll see if they can carry that energy into the second half, both the fans and the team. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Here's Tatum. On the floor for Boston. Smart and White make up the backcourt. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum, they're the forwards. And it's Horford in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Tucker. Harden with it. Four on the clock. Releases. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. Gets the bucket and the foul! James Harden picks one up.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup. What has to excite you about Jason Tatum is how consistently he puts work in to perfecting his craft. His idol is Kobe Bryant. He is a guy that wants to continue and will work to get better.
One shot.
And that one falls for Tatum. Doris, Tatum has already accomplished so much early on in his career.
Yeah, but you get the sense this guy is nowhere near finished. Jason Tatum is a guy who wants to be seen as an all-time great when his career is said and done. He is someone you can count on to give you everything he's got.
Now here's Embiid. And you look at his 33 points a game, a terrific weapon on offense.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot-blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
Boston trailing. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
When you think about Al Horford at his best, he is one of the league's most versatile big men. This guy is a very strong passer. He can defend across positions, including switching out on the perimeter, and he can knock down open threes.
That's good from Horford. And it may have taken 10 years, but Horford's defense finally got recognized in 2018.
Yeah, he made the NBA's all-defensive team that season, BA, and he may not be a shot-blocking force like some of the great defensive players in this league, but there isn't a weakness to his game on the defensive end.
Horford hits them both.
When you think about Al Horford, you think about a guy who entered the league with a maturity beyond his years. And now consider, guys, we've been talking about high-level play for over a decade in the NBA. What a career.
Harris misses.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Tatum against Tucker. To the paint. The kick out to White. Shot clock at 6. Smart outside. Boston again missing.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Pass to Tucker. Outside Harden. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
There has never been hesitation for James Harden to mix it up down low. Tremendous job drawing contact.
James Harden taking 2 shots.
That's good from Harden.
Ask any player or coach in the NBA, how good is James Harden? You will get the same answer. This is one of the best scorers to ever do it, guys.
Niang, he's checked in for Tucker. And the Celtics also making a change. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for White. Harden hits them both. The Celtics have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Tatum passes to Brogdon. And here's Tatum. Screen by Horford. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Three-pointer, Harden. To the wing, right side. And another miss by Philadelphia. Boston has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Horford, a screen on Maxey. Brown with it, picked up by Embiid. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for 1. And some changes here for the 76ers. Thibault, he's checked in for Maxey. And Milton subbed in for James Harden. And the Celtics also making a change. Williams is checked in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Smart against Milton. Embiid is screen on Smart. Milton passes to Embiid. Over Smart. The 3 is up. And it's Thibault missing. The Celtics have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Pass to Brown. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Sixers trailing. Harris finds Embiid. Over Williams. No good, off the front rim.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Outside, Brown. Here's the 3. Thibault with the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Second shot opportunity. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Robert Williams picks up 1.
Look how sturdy Embiid is as a shooter. Even with the foul, he's able to put the shot up.
And 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And the 76ers making a change here. Melton's checked in. Williams is checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Smart. And Embiid drops them both. The Celtics shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Pass to Brown. From downtown. Pritchard, no good. Philadelphia's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. 1:33 left in the third. Up top, Embiid. Williams defending. Embiid can't hit.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Outside Brogdon. Takes a three. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Screen by Embiid. Milton with it. Guarded now by Williams. Milton no good.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Pass to Pritchard. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Sixers. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Here's Milton. No good. A bit long that time. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brogdon. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on Milton.
That's the big, strong, physical body of Malcolm Brogdon, able to take the contact and still get a shot off.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Brogdon.
What you love about former Rookie of the Year Malcolm Brogdon is this guy gives you great effort on both ends. Can play the 1 and the 2 offensively, smart defensively, and the versatility is key.
White, he's checked in for Brown. That one's no good.
Yeah, he gets them the lead at the free throw line despite the 1 miss.
Brogdon from outside. Here's Williams. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Shooting for Boston, Robert Williams. At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
The free throw drops for Williams.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
From deep, Melton. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Celtics out in front. They lead by a bucket. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. James Harden out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Furkan Korkmaz. And it's House in at the power forward position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Now here's Tatum. To the inside, Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Well, this is the aspect of Tatum's game that is most improving, the ability to manipulate defenses and find an open teammate.
White against Melton. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's House. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Floats one, and it's Harden laying it in.
This is one of the specialty shots in James's arsenal. This guy with the teardrop floater, good night.
Now here's Williams. Now here's Tatum. He takes it in. Goes back up. Korkmaz pulls it in. The Sixers trailing. And Harden gets the double team. White with the steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Williams. Back to White. Williams with the screen. White, the pass to Williams. 4-3. Pritchard, no good. And Philadelphia has possession. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. From deep, Melton. No luck on that one. And Boston going the other way now. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. Tatum passes to White. Fires at the elbow. That one's wide left.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Pass to Melton to take the lead. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Melton's got his first 3 points of the game.
There's a reason James Harden is always near the top of the assist charts. That ability to distribute to teammates is elite.
Now here's Tatum. Inside, here's Williams. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Harrell. Tucker comes in for House. Tobias Harris checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Maxey in for Melton. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Pritchard. And that one misses. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Outside Maxey. Here's Harden. Rebound Boston. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Maxey against White. Here's Brown. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Harden against Smart. Harris outside. Pass to Embiid.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Lets it go from 11. And it's Maxey missing. The Celtics with the lead. Smart passes to Horford. Harris against Brown. Baseline J. Joel Embiid with the board. Brown's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts from the floor. Embiid passes to Maxey. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Horford. And there's Embiid. That one's good. And the assist by Harden. And the 76ers lead by 1. And Boston calls time here. They're down by 1. A minute 15 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
All right, everybody, a lot of seconds. It's a free t-shirt. Who wants the shirt?
Williams. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, the head coach for the Celtics had some instruction for his guys during the break. He was calm but confident. He asked them to be quicker getting to their offense and intense on D. He said, we're right there. We have to get some quick hitters and then pressure the ball. He knows they're low on time, but he sees a way back.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. There's 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Screen by Horford. Pulls up at the elbow. Boston again missing.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
First team foul. At the line for your Sixers, P.J. Tucker. At the line for 2.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that'll put him up 2.
And right about now, at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and 3-point advantage.
On the wing, Tatum. Checked by Tucker. Fires from the wing. That one off the back iron and out.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him. Fighting for the rebound, making sure they take back possession. They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And no time to waste, not at this point in the game.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Timeout called, the 76ers. They trail by 1. 17 seconds left in the fourth. All right, guys, what do you think?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look, if that's at all possible.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Now here's Embiid. Over Horford. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Jason, congrats on the win. How do you prepare yourself to carry such a big scoring load for this team?
Just a lot of hard work. You know, my teammates trusting me and vice versa. So, you know, we do a good job, whoever's hot, getting them the ball, and then just making the right play, whatever it is.
That's what's great about this team. It could be anybody's night. Thanks, Jason.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. Last but not least, here is your New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.